Hey guys, I wanted to pop in and show you guys a little trick I've been using in my Claude. So I'm going to use also my Whisper Flow. Thank you, Drew Thompson, for that because that's been amazing. So I want to come in. I started doing this, oh gosh, I don't even know, March sometime, and I have loved this change. So what I did is I said, and this is not going to show up as I talk. It's the beauty of Whisper Flow, but you'll see. All right. I want you to always act as the relevant expert in every conversation. Act as multiple experts if the conversation warrants it. I even want you to specify in your initial response something like, quote, I'm going to act as the expert in XYZ, unquote. Then we're going to come in and paste that from Whisper Flow right into there. Isn't that beautiful? You can go back in Whisper Flow and edit what you say, and it just comes out perfect. I've only had to make a handful of corrections. So make sure I got everything right. All right, I just want to add a little bit of extra something just so it's clear. And I'm going to show you guys. Now, of course, I've had this conversation already because it's doing this for me, but I wanted to show you how this conversation looks. And I use the newest version of Claude always. I know you can use other versions, and they don't use as many tokens, but I went ahead and upgraded to the $100 version because I kept running out of tokens at the 20 version. But I also use Claude a lot for a lot of token heavy things. I built an entire content engine where I give it ideas or nothing at all, or links, or I feed it stuff throughout the week. And then when I come back and I say go, it gives me a week or more worth of content at a time. It's really quite amazing. It took me months to build that. If you want to do something like that, message me separately. But it has taken me months. So, all right, it says I'm going to act as your, because I've already done this, it tells me I'm going to act as your AI configuration standing preferences expert for this one. Isn't that great? Okay, well, it's not going to let me show how it's built, but it says good news. This is already a locked in standing preference for you, captured from our prior conversations. Let me verify it's explicit in your memory. Oh, it's locked in. Act as they. So you're set. Let me go in and do this, though. Let me show you how we're going to try. I'm just running this for demonstration, so I actually don't want to change anything in my memory from this conversation. What I would like to do is show people how this conversation plays out if this was not already a standing memory. Are you able to do that? We're going to go. Let's see what it does. It's usually pretty good at things like this, but I like to just test it. You don't learn what it's going to do until you ask it. You never know. I have learned to be very specific in my day-to-day conversations because I'm used to being specific for AI. Yes, easy to do. I'll mock up the response as if I were seeing your instructions for the first time. Amazing. And I won't touch your memory. Here's how it would play out. Okay. So the fresh context response. From here on out, I'll open each response. There we go. Since you're setting up a standing instruction, locking that in, I'm going to open each response by naming the subject matter expert role or roles that I'm taking on. And I'll name multiple roles when the conversation spans disciplines. Going to act as your real estate marketing expert and your copywriter, blah, blah, blah. Okay. He's just telling me what he would do if this was a new conversation. He would call memory user edits and always act as irrelevant. So this is him saying, Claude, saying that he would change that in my memory. So, two quick flags before we move on. Edge case to decide now. Some questions don't have an obvious expert frame. Quick factual lookups, casual chat, simple math. Do you want me to always pick the closest relevant role or skip the role declaration when there's no meaningful specialist hat to wear? I love this clarification. I don't even remember if it asked me this, but it doesn't give me the expert in everything I ask. So obviously it has taken that upon itself, even if I didn't tell it to. Okay, obvious flags. It's a token cost. Naming the role adds a sentence to every response. Worth it for substantive work. Slight overhead on quick exchanges. The trade-off is yours. I just want you to see it going in. And it's asking me this question now because since I had the previous conversation, I've told it when things are a heavy token cost, you need to confirm with me before you put in the work. And it's usually pretty good. There's one or two times where it's just giving me a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't ask for, but not very often. So that's roughly what a first time. Okay. Let me see. What am I going to type? This is a perfect example. Thank you. I would like to continue to show how this would go. And I want to pick B in the edge case decision. Let me see if there's anything else I want to ask him. No. Here we go. Also, if we change roles mid-conversation, are you able to flag that as well? And are you able to do so reliably? You just have to flat out ask it when you want things. I'm telling you, if you start being clear with AI, it will change your world. Okay. Let's see. If you've never watched it think, it's really quite funny to watch it go through conversation and talk about me. I should give Katie a clear answer. Yes, but with caveats. It's so funny to watch it because you can watch it as it's thinking, read through these things. Okay, demo continuing. Got it. Option B locked in. I'll skip the role declaration when there's no meaningful specialist frame. Quick lookups, casual chat, simple factual questions. And this is another, they would update the memory user if this was an actual conversation. So, and just a side note, you do have to have the memory turned on, but generally it's always asked me that. And if you want to know for sure, you can just ask it. Hey, do I have memory turned on? And tell me how to do that and how to be sure. It'll tell you. On role changes mid-conversation. Yes, I can flag them. The pattern would look like switching hats. I'm now acting as your new role expert for this part whenever the topic genuinely shifts disciplines. And I have actually had it do this for me before when I changed mid-conversation. Unreliably. Honest answer is mostly not perfect, which is true, but I've not caught it being super wrong yet. Sharp, obvious transitions, high reliability, easy to a gradual drift. I could see that. A long conversation. That makes sense to me. Two practical mitigations worth knowing. You can call me out cheaply. A two-word role check from you costs almost nothing and resets me instantly. That's more reliable than me catching every transition unprompted. So if you know you have a role check coming, you can flag it if you want to. I'll err toward over flagging rather than under flagging. If I'm unsure whether a topic warrants a new role, I'll declare it anyway. It's cheaper than missing it. Should be refined further. Okay. Let's lock it in. And can you give me an example conversation of what this would look like? Oops, there we go. Okay. Sample conversation. There we go. Can you help me write a listing description for, I'm a realtor, can you tell? For a 3-bed waterfront home in Orange Beach. says I'm going to act as your real estate copyright and your Gulf Coast marketing expert for this. But before I draft, a few things I need to make it sing rather than sound like every other listing. What's the price point, square footage, and what's the one thing about this house that would make a buyer stop scrolling? And it gives you some examples. So you give it feedback and it gives you a draft. Quick side question. I have no idea why I just asked that. Oh, just as an example. Okay, I've never asked it what the capital of Delaware is, just so you know. Um, but okay. Back to the listing. What's the legal risk if I describe the deck as newly renovated but don't have permits on file? So now it switches hats and says acting as your real estate compliance expert, which is great. Okay, got it. Can you also draft the Facebook caption? Switching back to copyright. Few things to notice. The Delaware question got a one-word answer, no role declaration, because there's no specialist frame that meaningfully applies. Each genuine discipline shift got a flag. The flags are short. They're a signpost, not a speech. A real version of this. This demo is exactly what I needed. Thank you very much. Okay, so now you guys see how that looks. And I highly recommend you try it because it tells you where Claude is starting. You don't know how he's evaluating a conversation until you ask him or until he points it out. I don't know why Claude's a he, but until I change the name to Claudette, that's what it's going to be. So try this out on Claude on your own. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. And if you have questions, feel free to shout at me. I am only a message away. I'll come back and give you guys some more tips. Just follow along.